Hey guys, Joshua Laycock here. Sorry for the drive home video again, but you know what? It's been a wild week, and I like to task stack, and this is probably the best time for me to kind of get some of my thoughts out and think through some things. So, I got a story that I think maybe a lot of you can relate to in some fashion, and it, as usual, got me thinking, and hopefully able to portray it a little bit into life. So we're having a party this weekend at my house, and things are just kind of wild at work and with the kids and everything. So my wife and I, we talked, Kate, and we said, look, we're in a position financially we can afford it. Why don't we get someone to come in and clean, give the house a top to bottom clean, just so that it's one less thing that we have to get done before the weekend. And that's fine. So we hired a cleaning crew to come in, and they're due to come in today. So what did we spend last night doing? Cleaning, right? We're going through the house, and we're tidying, and we're moving, and we're dusting, and we're doing things, and okay, fine. You joke, and I was talking to people at work today. Oh yeah, you got to clean before the cleaning people come. But it got me thinking, and I was talking to Kate about this yesterday a little bit, but it got me thinking, like, why do we care so much about what other people think of us? Particularly, like, look in this specific context. The person that we've asked to come to our home is here to clean. Why? Because it's dirty. So they're not going to be surprised that it's dirty. And here's the other thing. Even if they do decide to judge us for it, who really cares? So, but I wonder, and fine, and Kate and I had some conversations about it, and hopefully, we can have a laugh about it, but I totally get the frustration or the concern about judgment of others. But, so it's a natural replication of what we do almost every day in life. Look at me talking into my phone to some audience that I don't really know very well. Well, why? I'm trying to add value, and I'm trying to share some of the lessons that I've learned and am learning, and stand right alongside you folks. But the truth is, there's part of me that cares what you think. Let's be honest. Instagram and Facebook and all those sorts of things, they exist principally because at some level we do care what other people think. And it's really great, and it's kind of cliche, and it's very aspirational, I think, to not care about what the average person thinks. And I think that we should care about what certain people in our lives think, but should we care what everybody thinks? No, absolutely not. But we care more about other people's opinions than we probably should. And what really got me thinking is, so hopefully I'm speaking to an audience who is trying to evolve their life, trying to, increase and make better just about every aspect of their life. And I really need to make sure that you and I are doing it for the right reasons. Are we trying to be better in whatever area that might be because of someone else's opinion of us? Or are we really trying to move forward and evolve because we believe that it is what's right for us? And I think that what is good for us, by extension, will be good for your family and the people around you. And that's a whole separate conversation. But you really need to make sure, we all really need to make sure that the things that we're pining for, the things that we're longing for, the things that we're working towards, the things that we feel we can achieve, and which will require some measure of sacrifice and work and effort and toil, that we're doing it for the right reasons. How do I do that? Well, I really have a very deep and very robust vision process. It's very meditative. My vision process is a lot, or unlike what a lot of people go through. I don't write it down. I can get lost for pretty much in this virtual reality of my future. And I did a really awesome podcast with my friend Tom Kingwell on his podcast, The Dad Syndicate, where we talked about visions. And I'm going to be featuring a lot more conversations about visions and making sure that your vision and your future vision is strong enough to pull you. It's strong enough to override some of the challenges that you faced in the past. But just as importantly, it's there as a reminder that you need to be doing all of the things that you want to do for the right reasons. And a really quick example of this is that my vision is tied deeply to an emotional connection. It's tied very, very deeply to how I feel and how doing certain things and being in certain places makes me feel. And if I'm wanting something, or if I'm maybe I'm after a car, or I'm thinking, boy, those mansions that I saw on Instagram really look sweet, and I start thinking about those things, I am going to go deep into my vision, and I'm effectively going to meditate and think about, well, what does that bring me? Does that move me closer to who I want to be as a human being? Is it aligned with the value that I want to add, and does it bring me the kind of feelings that I really want it to be? And I'm not saying, hey, you have a big house or you have a fast car, you're happy. I think that's bullshit. I think that those things are byproducts of a life well lived, I think, or they can be at least. But for me, the vision process is a really good gut check around, is this something that I really, really want in my DNA, or is it just something that's flashy and shiny and in my face, and I'm like every other human, or most of us on the planet, I'm attracted to those things, and I have an impulse to think that those are something that I want, or are they bringing me closer? So I'm not going to go deep on my vision today, but I am going to. The next few videos, I'm really going to talk about vision, because for me, it is foundational. It is the fundamental piece that pulls me back. And whenever I'm not feeling happy, whenever I'm feeling frustrated or distressed, or more importantly, kind of like what this whole thing is about, I'm spinning my wheels in life, it is almost always because I've lost connection with my vision. I am not doing things that are moving me closer towards the vision that I have for myself, for my family, for my relationship. Okay, so I've learned something very important about doing videos on my phone. When someone calls me, it stops the video. So now, hopefully, what you've just witnessed and experienced is a seamless transition from my old video to finishing this one up. I'm not going to beat a dead horse. The point here is, make sure that the things that you want in life, that you're chasing, that you're after, that you're working towards, that you're doing them for you, for the right reason, for that they are in line with who you want to become as a human being, not because you're worried about someone else's judgment, you're trying to impress other people, all of those sorts of things. We are going to go deep on this. We've got a lot of videos left in the 100 videos in a 100 days series. So don't clean the house before the cleaning people come, because you're doing that for them. You're not doing it for you. And if you think that you are, you're not. We'll go deeper. It is what it is. Tell me your stories of situations where you've done this, where your behavior has been influenced by other people's judgments. Again, Tom and I talked about it on the Dad Syndicate podcast, about how we parent, and how most of the times when we're out in public and we are worried about how our kids are behaving, we're really mostly worried about what other people and other parents are thinking about us, rather than anything else. And so we do this in all facets of life. I think it's the way we dress. It's everything. So that's it. Thanks so much for listening. Sorry for the hiccup, but hey, I'm going to learn how to do this. And if I'm going to learn how to slice some video, we're going to slice some video. So in conclusion, be amazing. Continue to work on evolving your life, but make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons. And stay tuned, please, for the next few videos. We're going to be talking all about going deep on vision. We're going to really understand this. And by the time we're done, hopefully you will have a vision that is as tight and as absolutely DNA changing as mine is. Thanks so much, everybody. We will talk to you very, very soon. Take care.